Good evening, everyone. I'm Nathan, here with my wonderful wife, Laura.
Hello.
And we're here to do a review of a new Monopoly. Which one is it, Laura?
This is a special limited edition Movember Monopoly. If you don't know what that is, it's essentially a charity initiative around men's health.
Yeah, so it originally started in Australia and now a whole bunch of other countries participate in the month of November. Where you grow...
Movember.
You grow some sort
November.
You grow some sort of facial hair and then you sort of donate and things like that.
Yeah. It was the original idea, yes.
And it focuses on things specifically to men, which seems to trouble men more, which is suicide prevention, mental health, prostate cancer and testicular cancer.
Yeah.
So that's what they sort of focus on.
This particular version, $5 when you purchase it new, actually goes towards Movember to help all those initiatives out. And this is actually exclusive to Big W in Australia.
Yeah, so I can't imagine this will stay on for that long, so...
No, because right now, of course, it is November, or Movember, if you're participating. Alright, so...
I would mention the box is actually sort of embossed with like... it's a nice looking box.
I was about to say, it's a nice sleek looking box, so you kind of got there first. So that's a look at what it's going to be like inside. We're not going to play it because it is Monopoly.
Yeah, so the rules are identical to regular Monopoly except the places and pieces have changed.
Also, we've already taken the plastic off. Nathan's had a look. I haven't actually seen inside. This was on the outside of the plastic Nathan was mentioning.
So I just stuck that on. It includes an exclusive Top Trumps card. Ooh.
Oh, that's quite interesting.
I know who it is.
Oh, I haven't looked inside at all, so... Shall we start? Oh,
it's a very nice looking board.
Yeah, with the board. So it's got like the embossed sort of silver. All of this is silver in the centre.
Community chance to chance. It looks like a barbershop sort of font or something you'd see in like a fancy barbershop.
Yeah, which makes a lot of sense because that's where you go to, style your mustache. All right, so shall we?
First of all,
instructions. Yes, we'll start there.
The manual, it's identical, but I've scanned it anyway because it's probably one that most people...
identical in the sense of like the gameplay.
The gameplay, but yes. Yeah, so I've whacked it up down below.
Yes, now let's go around. So we do have our typical four corners here, starting obviously with go. So our properties here, I'm assuming, are going to be relevant in some way. Does Nathan know more about it since he's looked at this?
They're specifically important to Movember's story, cause areas and fundraising for men's health. So I assume at these particular places or similar sites, they had something to do with the charity and the health movement.
Where they've had events perhaps and where things all got started and that sort of thing. So the community chest and chances are the same on the board here. So we're not going to read out all the properties, but obviously you can pause and have a look there.
Now, the train stations have been renamed. They're after a selection of Movember's official mustache styles. Moustache.
Oh, okay. So we have the Rockstar here. And before we go past, we have a Keep It Neat tag.
Well, yeah, of course.
You don't want that overgrown mustache, Nathan.
Sorry. I get pretty bad with my facial. I get lazy.
Yeah. Alright, so moving on, a few more properties.
Just chance.
Now, on that though, it says Top Trumps Limited Edition.
Famous mustaches. Do you want to guess where the exclusive card comes from? In what particular Top Trump set?
Maybe the famous mustaches one, Nathan.
Ding, 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 ding.
Presumably that is also available for sale
Correct.
At the moment. Yeah.
There's a whole bunch of other inserts we'll show you after the board too, so...
Yep, so jail is still the same. Yep. More properties there, and then we have the Men's Health Program Movember True North instead of a utility there.
Yeah, so utilities in our men's health programs.
Okay, so that's probably a well-known one, I would imagine. It's not something I particularly follow. I have other charities I do support, though.
The Connoisseur.
Oh, yes. Moving around, we have free parking.
The Regent.
Here, sorry, I wasn't quite there yet. Yep.
I'm so excited about my stashes.
We have here, and then we have Movember Speak Easy. We have Go to Jail on this card.
I do like how, so yes, the Go to Jail and the free parking are all the same, but they've actually, there's actually details on them rather than like plain spaces, which is sometimes what they are in these special games.
Yeah, it's got like a worn feel to it, as though it was like a sign.
It's a weird thing, but it just shows they're putting quite a bit of air
some effort.
in. Yeah.
Yeah. We have the Trucker.
I think I could pull that off.
You probably could, yeah. If for anyone who hasn't seen Nathan, you can actually see him in some of the videos over on mainly our food channel, I would say, if you want to see what he looks like. There's a link to that below, which is why I'm pointing that way.
There's another Keep It Neat tax, and of course, Movember HQ. is
course.
Mayfair.
Exactly, and we're back to Go. So a really, really cool board. I like that.
Let's take a quick look at the pieces.
This wasn't a particularly cheap version, I should mention. We did pick it up on sale, but it was normally
59 or 60, I think.
Yeah, so
a bit more on the norm, but it is for a charity and a good cause. So and it's quite a nice set.
And we love Monopoly, so you know.
All right,
now Nathan again is the one who's had a look. So we've got mustaches here.
You mean hotels?
Oh, okay. These are tiny. These would get lost on the blackboard, I think.
You'd have to put them on like the coloured bit of the property. So.
They're very, very small, light plastic black mustaches. And yeah, Nathan's right. You would definitely have to sit them on the coloured part. I feel like it would be very easy to knock them and then...
I know, my stash.
Where's it gone?
So this, I thought it originally was like a chess piece, like a pawn.
It looks like it, but it's a barbershop pole.
It is. It's hard to see in the details, but there's like a spiral.
They'd normally be like red and white.
Red and white,
wouldn't they? Yeah.
So,
it would have been nice to see the colour on there, so they stood out a bit more.
They're quite tall, so I can imagine those getting knocked over quite easily when you're playing as well.
They're very light as well, just like the mustaches.
Just standard die.
Yep.
No, there's no speed die on this one.
Nope.
And here is the money, which you can clearly see we've opened and used.
We only just bought this. This is obviously new this month.
And we thought,
2020 it came out.
Why not raise awareness and, you know, have it in a timely fashion for once, instead of opening games from 1970.
Although that's fun too. Hang on, I'm just going to try and get into these with scissors. There you go, show your pile first.
So here are all the properties.
They're quite, standard sort of design, obviously with the differently named properties.
But they're all themed nicely to the board.
I like the, styles. I was going to say train stations, but that's not right.
And here we have the chance. So these are actually all unique as well. So I think the outcome is very similar to a regular Monopoly. They've just been reworded. So you're invited to hear a Movember ambassador talk at Mo HQ, Advanced Movember HQ, which is Mayfair.
Yep.
Keep it neat, head to the Rockstar for a trim. Your mustache is coming on strong, Cliff.
So yeah, like you said, the same outcomes as in you get the same amount of money or have to pay the same amount, but they've nicely themed them, except for Go, because obviously the space is the same.
You download the Movember app, which you can do. You're hosting a variety of fundraising events for each barber hole. You know, you get the idea.
That's houses and hotels.
But they're really nice.
Yeah. And did you show you the community chests?
No.
They're in there somewhere, I assume. So they were some of the chances that Nathan went through. He's just trying to find...
They're pretty much identical.
Same sort of thing, yeah. What about the back of the cards? So they're not like embossed like they are on the board.
They still stand out quite nicely.
They have a little kind of shine, but I think that's just the cardboard. It's not actually embossed, but they're still quite nice.
You catch up with a friend to chat and check in over pizza. So Movember's really big on sort of keeping in touch and actually talking about your health things and all that, which is, I think, really important.
Alright, so then we have the money. It is standard denominations, but we just have the little mustaches on there and it says Movember. So we have the ones.
So all the colours are the same as... Oh, is it the same?
Yeah, it's the same as a traditional.
Colours.
20, 50, whoop, lost a 50, 100s, and the 500s as well. And then, like Nathan mentioned, there's a few other bits and pieces that come in.
So this one's called Roll the Dice. It's basically saying just keep in check with your friends and just talk about things. Yeah. So there's actually like a thing. So it says before you tuck in, we want each player to roll the dice once and make a pledge. So you roll a 1, team up and mate date. 2, know thy nuts.
Lovely. You can pause that and have a read of all those. It's a neat idea if you're playing with friends, just to get you talking in the spirit of what the charity is doing. On the other side as well, it does have a link if you do want to check them out.
And here we go with the top trumps. This is just a little advert.
These come in a lot of the newer Monopoly versions.
And a couple of the new Monopolies and other games.
Because they want you to go buy other stuff. Let's be clear.
Hang on. Merv Hughes.
Oh, okay. So this is the limited special edition, what was it? Exclusive. Top Trumps
but
card.
So this card appears in Movember Famous Mustaches. So is it actually exclusive or is it just a different card? I
don't know, but available at Big W. Maybe you can just add this to the Movember Top Trumps if you're purchasing that at Big W.
And the final one we've got.
The important part. This is my favourite part of all the different versions.
Which I haven't even. Which is a bit of
still taped down. Are the specialty pieces. These ones are pretty nicely themed if Nathan can ever get them open. He's struggling. Do you need scissors?
Yes, please.
There's tape. Taping it down.
1.
He's getting there. There's 2 pieces. 2, 3, 2. Yeah. Alright, so I don't know the relevance of a couple of these, I've got to be honest, because I'm not overly familiar with the
They
charity
actually
personally.
say, so it's got 6 tokens, obviously. Panel van, helmet.
Hang on. So there's the panel van. It's got a little board on top.
Yeah, like a surfboard.
Yep. These are quite nicely weighted, as they usually are.
So it's like an old-fashioned or vintage sort of biker's motorcycle helmet with goggles.
Yep, with the goggles on top. It's hollow. I feel like that one would be... I don't know, it does stand. They've made it flat enough that it does, which is good. You don't want your piece falling over and rolling away when you're in the middle of the game.
And we have our classic barber's chair.
This is my favourite one, I think. There's just something
And
about
you
that.
use it like a little pedal to make it go up and down and raise it and lower it.
Yeah, that's really nice, that one. Then we have...
Now I think it's a guitar plectrum.
So what you play a guitar with.
pick.
And it's got a little mustache just on the one side there. Then
And here we have some sort of vehicle with 4 wheels.
So there's a nice little skateboard.
Yeah, I'm not sure with the skateboard. I can sort of see most of them, but the skateboard and the...
Well, maybe someone who's more familiar specifically with the details or history of the charity can let us know in...
And we have a sneaker for sneaking. Perfect for cat burglars.
There you go. So again, they're all nicely weighted. My favourite's got to be the barber's chair. I think there's more detail in that than perhaps a couple
And
of
it
the
really
others.
relates directly to...
Not that the others don't, but
No.
that's just my personal favourite. So a really nicely done edition, I think. Like I think you mentioned earlier, it's probably not going to be available for long, I wouldn't
I'd be
think.
interested to know if it's available in any other countries.
Yes, because at least here in Australia it is exclusive only to Big W. If you enjoyed watching this video, give us a thumbs up. Let us know down below the answers to any of those questions we sort of referred to throughout the video. Hit that subscribe button and check back soon. We have videos every single Tuesday.
Sounds good.
Thanks for watching.
Bye-bye.